Hey guys! So today I'm going to be doing a get to know me type of video because I never really do those. I'm not sure why, I just usually can't find tags that I actually find interesting and want to do. So I kind of decided to create my own. I went online and looked up 50 random questions and tried to find the most interesting, weirdest questions that I could find. So I ended up finding these questions on a blog called Reinventing Elizabeth. And I will link it in the bottom bar if you guys want to see the questions and check out this girl's blog because it's actually pretty cool. And the post is called 50 Fun and Random Date Night / Road Trip Questions, and there are some seriously weird questions in here. So there's 50 of them, and we're just gonna get started. Question number 1, what movie deserves a sequel? My favorite book series is the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare, and they only made one movie out of the 3-book series, and I don't think they're gonna make any more, but I seriously think they should because it's an awesome book series. What one toy would you like to throw repeatedly at a brick wall? So you know when you go into the toy aisle at Target and those baby dolls that cry when you walk by them? Those. What is one thing a woman should never do? Settle. Who would you hate to see naked? My manager from the last restaurant I worked at. Ew. Question number 5. What is your favorite kind of cereal? Kix? You know those little like puff corn balls that taste like absolutely nothing? I love those. What is one thing that you always wanted as a kid but never got? Cable television. When I was a kid, we never had cable and all I wanted to do was watch the Disney Channel. Question number 7. If you were in a witness protection program, what would be your alias? Tukey Clothespin or Squeegee Beckenheim? Squeegee! Question number 8. What is the nicest thing someone else has ever done for you? My senior year in high school, I got a 60% in my English class that I did not deserve because I very rarely attended English class. And without that grade that my teacher gave me just so I would pass, I probably wouldn't have graduated high school. If you could bring someone famous back from the grave, who would you choose? Kurt Cobain. Where do you not mind waiting? The checkout line at Forever 21 because they have all that random stupid junk that you don't actually need but you end up buying because you're waiting in the line for so long. It's the only place that I don't mind waiting in a line. If you could lock up one person in a mental institution, who would it be? Probably myself. What is your favorite potato chip flavor? I like the plain potato chips. I guess I'm a very bland person. If you could project yourself to any time in the past, where would you go? August 15th, 1969 in White Lake, New York. Question number 14, what is your most impressive car repair skill? I can check the oil like a pro. What is the best sports stadium or arena you have ever been in? The football field at my high school. What would you refuse to do for $1 million? Skydiving. Seriously, that shit just isn't right. Like, God gave us feet and not wings for a reason. If you were home on a rainy Sunday afternoon, what movie would you want to see on television? A Walk to Remember. I'd always get so happy when they would put A Walk to Remember on ABC Family. What historical figure would you most like to have a discussion with? Currently, I am obsessed with the show Reign, so I would say Mary, Queen of Scots. If you could close one fast food chain due to disgusting food, which would you pick? White Castle, because you eat that stuff and you smell like it for a week. Question number 20. What is one thing you refuse to share? Popcorn. Seriously, like, I can never get enough popcorn. Get your own damn bag of popcorn. If you went to a psychiatrist, what would he or she say you suffer from? Don't even get me started. If you could be on the cover of any magazine, what would you choose? Either Cosmo or Vogue. That's like my goal in life, is to be on the cover of one of those magazines. For what reason? I don't know. I don't know why they would put me on the cover of a magazine, but I would quite enjoy it. What makes you really sleepy? Watching movies. I cannot get through an entire movie without falling asleep. I don't really watch movies unless I go to the theater or like rent them right after they come out because if I've seen them before, I'm gonna fall asleep. I just don't have the attention span for that. What one thing annoys you most at a restaurant? I've been a waitress, so basically any bad service kind of annoys me in a restaurant. But also because I've been a waitress, I never complain or like leave bad tips or anything. Question number 25. What do people do too much of today? Personally, I honestly think that people my age party too much. I mean, like, I'm not sober Susie or anything, but I just don't see the appeal of being all the time. Pardon my French. What is the most inspiring movie you have ever seen? So call me glass half empty, I guess, but I've never liked inspirational movies. They're just not my thing. Like Seabiscuit, I don't even remember what Seabiscuit was about, but wasn't that an inspirational movie? I don't know, I didn't like it. What household chore have you never done? I honestly can't think of anything. I do a lot of cleaning, and like my mother is a very clean person, so I learned how to do all my own chores by the time I was like 10 years old. How do you like to relax? Bubble baths. In what part of the world would you hate to be by yourself? Any kind of foreign jungle, because I have a feeling that I would be useless against like a lion. I'd just cry and then be eaten. So. To what would you like to devote more time? Probably my YouTube channel, because I've been slacking lately. What would be the best thing about not having a sense of smell? I don't know. Porta potties? Where would you not go back to for vacation? So when I was a kid, my mom liked to go on camping trips to these really small towns, and they were literally like the middle of nowhere. There would be an ice cream shop and a fire department and an antique store, and that was the town. And that's just really not my idea of vacation. What is the scariest scene you remember from a kid's movie? The snake from the second Harry Potter movie. I still don't watch that movie. If you could disinvent one thing, what would it be? Probably Bluetooth. First of all, because I can't understand how to operate it on my phone. But quite frankly, I am tired of seeing people walking around looking like they're talking to themselves. What always makes you a more confident person? Lipstick. Dark or red lipstick. I don't know why. What is the greatest pain you've ever suffered? So I'm gonna take this in like a physical pain route, just because, you know, we don't need to be getting all depressing up in here. But I would say 2 years ago, I dropped a curling iron on my leg, and my stupid self like didn't pick it up right away, so it just kind of sat there and grilled my leg for like 30 seconds. I had like a 3rd degree bleeding nasty burn on my leg, and now I have a big ugly scar there. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. If you could buy one object to complete your home, what would it be? Can I say a whole new home? What was your favorite childhood game? When I was a kid, we played flashlight tag. Is that still a thing? I ought to be a child in the 90s. Does anybody else remember The Floor is Lava? Who is the most famous person you've ever met? When I was in high school, I met John O at Warped Tour, and I almost died. I was like a punk rock groupie in high school, so it was a dream come true. And he was pretty cute. If fat, calories, cholesterol, and etc. were not an issue, what 2 foods would you feast on? Lobster spinach artichoke dip from Red Lobster and nachos. I love nachos. If you could be a member of any TV sitcom family, which would it be? Technically, this isn't a family, but I would be a part of Friends. What is your favorite movie line or scene? The caterpillar scene from Alice in Wonderland. Or the scene where she meets the Cheshire Cat. Or any scene from Alice in Wonderland. 43. What part of your body could use a little lotion? I guess my hands. My hands are pretty much always dry because I use lotion all over the rest of my body but always forget to put it on my hands. What language would you like to master? Soon I will say what I need to say. And I will say it in Chinese. If you were directing a movie, who would you cast as your leading man and woman? Mila Kunis and James Franco. And then I would bang both of them. Aside from lettuce, what are your 2 favorite salad ingredients? Ice cream and chocolate sauce. I don't like salad. If you had to dispose of a dead body, how would you do it? Well, actually, I've given this a lot of thought. No, I'm just kidding. I saw in a horror movie a guy put a dead body through a wood chipper, and you know, it looked messy, but very effective. Do you have a place where you would like to go and think? If so, where? Well, my mom has this giant like half-acre backyard, and it's got this big hill on it, and I like to hang out on her hill and just hang out. among other things. What is your favorite event in the Winter Olympics? I like figure skating. I was never really into the Winter Olympics, but I do like figure skating. What profession have you always admired? Kindergarten teachers. I live like down the street from an elementary school, and I feel so bad for those poor kindergarten teachers when they are walking those giant groups of children down to the park, because those kids are frightening and they are loud. Alright guys, I hope that was interesting. As I say whenever I do one of these videos, I'm not a very interesting person, and I'm sorry if I just bored you. But I figured I was due for like a tag type video, so whatever. I hope you guys liked it. Make sure you guys check out my Instagram and my Twitter and my Tumblr. They will all be down there. And seriously though, check out my Instagram because I've been on point lately, and I'll see you guys later.